Now, one of your hosts for this evening, from the College of Aviation, Miss Mary E.
Hey! Welcome to the second annual What to Wear, What Not to Wear professional attire event. Why are you here tonight? Does anybody know? How about to learn about what to wear to Expo, what to wear to an interview? Let me see. I want to see that you're out there. Hold up your lights for me. You're going to learn what these are about in just a moment. But before we get started, I want to point out a few things. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have dedicated this fashion show to a very special person who was in our fashion show last year. He is an aviation business administration student who was in a very serious car accident. His photos are on the wall in the back. We ask that you sign them, we ask that you take selfies with them, and we want to send those to Michael as he's getting out of his rehabilitation after his car accident. So we're dedicating this to Michael Cara tonight. So I want to introduce to you my co-host, my co-MC. I'd like to bring up to the stage right now Mr. Neil Sneller. He's a membership director with the Prescott Chamber of Commerce. So Neil, come on up.
Thank you, Mary. Great to be back for a second year.
Awesome. Hey, do you want to tell the audience what they're doing with those lights?
Absolutely. So everyone got a red and green light, hopefully. So hold up the green light. I want to see everyone hold up the green light. So we'll have our models come out today, and if you feel that that person is wearing something that is acceptable for an interview, for Business Expo, or even just the general business environment, I want to see everyone hold that up. Now, if someone comes out and they should have just stayed home with what they're wearing, then wait, everyone raise their red, there we go, red marker. I see some people aren't getting it.
We have some color dyslexia going on back here.
If there's any questions, you can ask them.
Okay. Yeah, so, because we want your participation tonight, folks, because we need you to kind of help us make some decisions about, is an outfit professional or is it not? So this is really what this fashion show is all about tonight, and we really want you to participate with us, okay? Now, at the end of the fashion show, we're going to have a special drawing because we are doing a professional makeover to the value of $400. So if you are that lucky person, you get a brand new suit. If you need your hair done, if you need new shoes, whatever, we're going to help you out with that. And also we're going to give away 2 other little gifts as well. So we're going to get started with the fashion show in just a few moments, but we would like to introduce a very special guest tonight, our keynote speaker. This woman, this very classy woman, works in the College of Aviation, the faculty for the College of Aviation, and she was a Black Hawk helicopter pilot in the U.S. Army. So that's pretty sexy, isn't it? I mean, that's just amazing. And
oh, that's right. I believe she does have a special guest.
yes, she does. And if we tell you who it is, we'll have to kill you.
I hope not. I don't want to do that, Mary.
But you're going to see why when you meet her. So let's bring out Ms. Dawn Grow from the College of Aviation.
How y'all doing tonight? So as Mary said, I'm Dawn Grow. I teach in the College of Aviation, helicopter operations for all you pilots out there or wannabes. And I brought with me a guest of the guest speaker, and that would be Mr. Dapper himself, my husband, Dr. Ty Grow, out of the College of Security Intelligence. So Mary and Judy have asked us to come by tonight and say a few quick words, because I know you all want to get back to the models, about how to dress professionally on a budget. So ladies, I've got a few tips for you, and then I'm going to pass it over to Ty, and he's going to speak to you gents. So first of all, you've got your 2 wardrobes. You've got your interview wardrobe, and you've got your professional everyday wardrobe. So for that interview wardrobe, bottom line, whether you like it or not, you gotta buy the suit. So obviously you'll be working with a budget. Everybody's budget's a little bit different. But the bottom line is it's gotta fit right. So save a little money in your budget for some tailoring. So it's better to have a slightly less expensive suit that fits well and is tailored to you and your specific body instead of an expensive suit that looks like a cheap suit because it doesn't fit. So that's the first thing I would say. And there's a lot of great places out there, some of the higher end department stores like Nordstrom that offers free tailoring if you buy your business attire from them. So keep that in your back pocket. So once you've landed that job, then you have to put together your professional wardrobe. So what do you wear to work every day? Well, short sleeve shirts, flight suit, for those of you who are lucky enough. For the rest of y'all who have to put on this type of get-up to go to work every day, here's a few tips for you ladies. You've got your key staples in your wardrobe that you're going to build your wardrobe around. So a great fitting pair of trousers. I recommend a khaki, a gray, or a black. A cardigan, a good blazer that's, again, tailored and fitted. You gotta have a couple good pairs of shoes. Get a black pair of pumps, something that's appropriate for what you're doing, and a nude pair of pumps. And the thing about shoes is that they've gotta not only look good, but they've gotta feel good, because you never know when you're gonna have to walk around or do stuff at work, and you wanna make sure that you're comfortable and able to do that. Because the bottom line, what you wanna bring to the table is an air of confidence and competence. So the other thing you ladies need out there is a really crisp, well-tailored white button-down shirt. Goes with everything. A good cardigan if it's a little more casual in the day or a little cool. And then a great bag. You can make a so-so outfit look pretty swell with a great bag. So spend the money on the bag. I know I just said swell. That was pretty lame, wasn't it? All right, so that's what you got to start with. Now, the same rules of thumb apply to your everyday signature or everyday building pieces as they do this suit. Spend what you can, spend the best that you can afford, but leave a little room in the budget for tailoring. Those are the pieces you're going to pull out every day. And again, keep it neutral, because if you need to pull out those black pants every day, nobody's going to notice that you've worn the same black pair of trousers every day. But if you pull on that pair of red pants for the third day in a row, people are going to notice. So, then once you've got your staples down, it's time to accessorize and build on those staples. So that's when you can really bring your personal style to your look. Not for the interview day, but once you're looking at your everyday wardrobe. So as you go through as you get more confident and comfortable with work, you're going to figure out who that work persona is. That person that you bring to work that exudes confidence and competence is not necessarily the same person that goes out to the bar and has beers with your buddies on the weekends. So figure out who you are and what you want to reflect about yourself at work, and let your accessories and your signature pieces reflect that every day. The rule of thumb, just to keep in mind, if you do have that awesome pair of red pumps that you love to wear, or a great pair of boots, or a dress that's got some crazy floral print, you might kill it when you wear it, but everybody's gonna notice it. So once a month, you can get away with it. So it's not something you can pull out every day, which is why you have to have those staple pieces to fall back on. So, bottom line, to take away what I have to say, leave room for tailoring in your budget. If you need to, reach out to those personal shoppers. Again, Nordstrom has a personal shopper service that's free to you. You call them up and say, this is how much money I have to spend. This is what I'm looking for. Dress me, please, and they will. And they'll make sure that they can make as many great-looking outfits as they can out of your limited wardrobe. They'll also give you some ideas of, okay, when you start earning some money, you need to build on this basic wardrobe that we put together. These are some things you might want to spend your money on. The fit is super important. Once you find a great pair of pants, for example, that just fit great, figure out what the style is, and then buy them in every color they come in. Maybe not purple or red, but if they come in khaki, gray, black, buy them. Again, nobody's going to say, wow, she's worn the same pair of trousers, same style of trouser every day this week. They're just going to say, wow, she looks great today. She looks put together and exudes that confidence and competence. And then shop online and find the best deals you can, especially when you know that what that size or that style is that fits you right off the rack. Finally, bring some of that color and that little pizzazz to you by shopping at some of the outlets. You can find some great tops and great blouses to accent those basic black pants for Literally, I've paid at times $3, $4, $5 at Ann Taylor Loft for a great blouse that I can wear every day underneath a sweater and look pretty put together for work. So, with that, I'm going to hand it off to Dr. Groh for the gents.
Okay. So, the good thing about dressing for guys is it's actually a lot less complicated. Yeah, thank goodness, right? So, I actually just went through this, right? I just retired from the Air Force last summer, and essentially I wore a flight suit for 21 years, and I was like, holy cow, I have to buy stuff to go to work. And so, you know, I went to school, I did research. I didn't know how to figure this out, right? So I did what I usually do, and I just did research. How do I do this? Well, I learned some things. So the first thing I learned is that for guys in the business place, if you're going to be wearing rather, more formal type stuff, suits, basically, you may be able to get away with, a sport coat and dress pants or something like that. But the very first thing that you should be doing right out of the box is you need to find a gray suit. So I'm basically wearing exactly what I would recommend. You find something along these lines: charcoal, dark gray, get it in wool. Buy good quality, but that doesn't mean expensive. And so the other thing I'll recommend to you is go to a couple places where they have a lot of suits. Go try them on. See what brand fits you, what size fits you, all these kind of things, and then walk out. Because you don't want to buy anything, don't let them talk you into buying anything at that point. And then what you do at that point is you start basically shopping online. And there's a lot of places. Amazon is a great one. Start with Amazon and just start looking for those kind of brands. And you can be very specific. And what you'll find is there are deals out there. But again, don't be misled. Because you're going to find this, wow, this is this awesome black suit with a stripe, or it's bluer and it's $30. Don't buy that. Because you just wasted $30. So look for the dark gray suit, and that's the first one that you need to buy. The good thing is you literally can wear a dark gray suit every day. And if you only have one, then the next thing you need to be thinking about is what shirt do I get? So the rule of thumb, if you're on a budget, literally you should be buying, what's the right number of shirts? You want to buy 7 to 9 shirts. Basically get every shirt in either white or light blue. And the reason I said that, if you want to really be bold, you can get pink. But, and because the reason why those 3 colors work is because they go with everything. So what that means is how are you going to add some flair, or at least some distinguishing characteristic to your suit, your outfit, is your ties. The best place I've found is a place called the Tie Bar. Find it online, it's great reviews. The ties are like $15, they're high quality. I have several of them myself. Really nice, but the key is buy plain colors with a pattern. Don't buy all solid, because if you spill something on it, you're going to have to chuck it. So even if you get it washed, I've had that happen. You try to get it dry clean, it isn't going to happen. So buy something with slight pattern, it helps you a little bit with that. What colors you're going to get, those where you're going to have to kind of look at it and say, what color do I just think looks best on me? But if nothing else, buy things that are kind of a mellow color. Reds, orange is great. The purple, you're going to see different things that are in style. Blue is always good. Yellow, if you can wear it, is good. All of those work, and then you can mix your shirts in with that. The other thing to remember, don't overwash your clothes. So essentially the rule of thumb is for a suit for a guy, even if you're wearing it 3 times a week, you shouldn't have to dry clean it more than once a year. And the reason why is if you don't spill on it and it's high quality wool, if you hang it up when you get home and you let it basically air out, there's no issue, because why? You wear a t-shirt underneath your shirt, you're not having any problem with that, basically your stuff getting smelly. So you've got that. The next thing you want to think about is shoes. And so with shoes, my recommendation for the guys, buy 2 pair, buy the best you can afford. And the reason why is because I have a pair of shoes I've had for basically 20 years. And they're high quality shoes and they last. And for guys, again, buy that classic style. Don't get something fancy or flashy. The best way to go is get 1 black pair and 1 brown pair, and run with that, basically. Because with charcoal gray, you can get away with brown or black. And then remember, buy a belt that matches your shoes. So that's kind of the only rule we have to live by, is a belt has to match your shoes, which you can pretty much handle that. The other thing I will tell you, definitely I agree with my wife, find a good tailor, because even if something fits okay, if if you take it to the tailor and it fits great, it's going to look like you spent $1,000 on that suit. The other thing is find a cobbler, because what you need to do is protect those shoes. If you buy high quality shoes, watch it. You don't want to basically let the little rubber part wear all the way out to where it's starting to bite into the leather, because that change, what it costs you is going to be more like $100 than it is $20 to get your shoes fixed. So if you just watch them up front, a pair of basically rubber pads on the bottoms of your shoes, especially on the heels, it'll probably last you 3 or 4 months. But even still, if you're paying $20 a year, and that's if you're just really a clod and you're kind of dragging your feet. So another thing is probably learn how to walk better so you don't do that. Is what I would recommend. But those are the kind of things that I would recommend for you on a budget. And I would say, basically, I can tell you that this outfit that I'm wearing right now, I put together for about under $200. So it can be done. Just take your time with it and research. And start now is what I'd recommend, especially for those of you that are going out to this website. Okay, Mary, I'll hand it back over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. and Mrs. Grow. I hope you all learned a little something from that. And we hope that you're going to learn a little bit about what we're going to do for the rest of the evening. We're going to bring out models in singles and in groups. And then you're going to help us scrutinize them. Now, here's the rules. Please be kind. Okay? Because some of these outfits are a little over the top, but I have to tell you, they're outfits that we've seen you wear at Expo. So please, pay close attention and understand what to do or what to wear or what not to wear at an expo or an interview. So Neil, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, all right, we're ready. You guys are good.
I see lots of green.
Yes. So, Tanner, he is an aeronautical science major, going to be a pilot. So he's going to be interviewing for some pretty conservative companies. And so I want you to note how he's dressed. Everything that Dr. Grow just mentioned about his suit can apply to Tanner. He has got the white shirt. He's got the tie with the blue. What else do you notice?
Well, I noticed that he has black shoes, and I'm presuming a black belt. I have to ask. Black belt. Hits the match. And gentlemen, you notice he has the very top button buttoned. An amateur would button both, but not this guy.
Yeah, he's got it right. So gentlemen, when you are in a business function, you button your top button if it's a 2 button. If it's a 3 button, you do your top.
Just always your top.
Top, okay.
Yep, and the reason, I actually looked it up, and King Edward XII developed the style. As he got more round, he was not able to button his buttons. And since then, all the suits are tailored to have the top button buttoned only. Now when you sit down, you can very eloquently take it off and sit down.
But then when you stand, you always want to button that button back up. So, let's see again. If you were an employer and you saw this gentleman walk in to interview, would you approve? Yes, very good.
He gets a raise on the first day.
Yeah, he did. He did. So Tanner, thank you so much. So Neil,
It's a mixed bag,
it is a
literally.
very mixed bag, and we're going to tell you why. Because we're showing you things tonight, not only what to wear, but what not to wear. And many of these outfits, I have to tell you, we see at Expo every year.
No way.
Oh
These
my
are people that want jobs?
Yes, these are people coming in, networking with employers, and we're like, what are you wearing? 'Cause we stand in the back and watch what you all wear as you walk past us. So, hey, let's check this out a little bit, okay? I'm going to start over here with Kendra.
Well, the first thing I'm drawn to is those bright orange and gray shoes.
Yes, as much as I love them, please don't wear tennis shoes with a suit to Expo.
Bar borrow your roommates, whatever you gotta do. Get some black or brown shoes.
And do you mind turning sideways? Now, what do y'all see here? Backpack. Thank you, Eddie. The backpack. Thank you. Do not wear a backpack with a suit to Expo. You have a dorm room, you have a car, there's lockers on campus. Bring it to your career services person, we'll lock them in our office. Please do not wear a backpack to Expo. Right, Andrew? Right? Hey, otherwise I gotta tell you, his suit is fabulous.
It fits well. He's got longer arms. It's not too short, not too long.
Yep, perfect, perfect all the way around except for those great sneakers and that great backpack.
Close,
Right?
but no cigar.
That's right. So I'm going to ask you to step back just a minute. Thank you, Kendrick. Hey, so round of applause for Kendrick. Because half his...
He's a good sport.
See, get scrutinized up here. Oh, speaking of scrutinize. Okay, just quick question. This gentleman walks in for an interview or to network with you as the employer. Red light or green light? What are we seeing? Ah.
Well, maybe Mary, they can't see what we can see up here.
Yes, thank you, because we see an important detail. Now, you have to understand that Dakota's from Texas. So what do they wear in Texas on their feet? Boots, yes. Ooh, there you go. Okay, so this is a what not to do. Even if you're from Texas, no boots with a suit. Otherwise, this suit looks awesome.
It looks great. I want to say he's not clean shaven, so.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yep, if you're meeting with an employer, please scrape the hair off your face.
And again, you can always borrow a razor from a friend.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, so now we have John. Red light, green light, real quick. Oh, very good. Okay, so couple things going on here. Let's start from the top.
Pretty
Haircut. Haircut. Okay?
15, 20 bucks worth the investment.
And we have a hair salon right here on campus. Use it. Please, use it. Okay. Second thing. What's the other thing that you noticed?
Well, there's a few things. Kind of wrinkly. You need to get that iron. You can go to Walmart, get one for 10 bucks. Or
If your shirt looks like the face of a Shar-Pei when you go visit an employer.
That's harsh, Mary. Come on.
As Neil said, go invest in an iron. Come to career services. If it's the week before Expo and you have a wrinkly shirt and you don't know what to do, we will help you with that, okay? And see, what else do you notice here?
The belt is a bit too big.
Oh, and that tie.
The tie.
Oh my, that is like way long. What's the rule of tie?
Should be right there at the belt buckle.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Next year.
I think that pretty much covers everything with John. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. Thank you very much. There you go. Thank you. Okay, the last group that you just saw was almost professional men, and now this is the almost professional women, so we're going to start on this side.
Well,
And this is for interview and expo.
yes, very close, but not formal enough, in my opinion.
Yep. This is a very cute outfit. And by the way, this is Karen. She's the admin assistant up in the College of Arts and Sciences. Thank you. So this is really a cute outfit that would be great for an office look, but we prefer not to see this at Expo, and truly, we do not want to see you interviewing this. As cute as it is, Karen. Thank you. And so now we have Valeria. Now, Valeria, you are cyber, right? Yes, okay. So I want to point something out. This is a great outfit. There's just one thing that's a little bit off, and you kind of have to really look down at the bottom. And her shoes are just a little off color. And you're probably thinking, who cares? People people care. Especially if you're interviewing, especially if you're networking with companies, right?
Well, in an interview, typically you sit down and you are exposed. You're sitting right there, so everything's on the table.
That's right, you are exposed. Yes, you are. Okay.
Man, these must be college kids.
Yes, I think they are. One thing that I wanted to point out, every student up here comes from a different college and a different career path. Please know the company that you're interviewing with. Because I hear all the time when I tell a student, nope, you gotta go conservative, they say, but you know, Google, I wouldn't know this for Google. And it's like, dude, you're a pilot, you're not interviewing for Google. So please think about the company, do a little research, understand what their expectation is. This is a really great outfit. I like it. I like the texture on the jacket, but you just gotta pay attention to those shoes, okay?
Well, when in doubt, it's always better to be more conservative, get the job, then you can have a little more flair after you're on payroll.
That's right. Okay, so now we have Emma, right? Okay, Emma. So, let me see, what are we noticing here? We've got a couple of things, and I'm going to pick on Judy's segment right here. Because Judy, in the back, she has a pet peeve, and now she's kind of made it my pet peeve, so thanks, Judy, I appreciate that. When you dress, you have to consider, especially if you're doing black, or if you're doing colors that are in the same color scheme, make sure that they match exactly. If you get an off-colored, a darker top versus a bottom, it might rub somebody the wrong way. Otherwise, this looks great. I think the other thing that, Neil, that I noticed, and you may have been too polite to point out, is that the pants are a little snug. They're not a trouser fit for an interview. Would you agree with
I can see that. And now,
Yeah.
on the flip side, I do want to say her hair looks great. It's in a bun.
Yes. Your hair does. So, would you agree with the pants?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, and she does too. So, all right. Thank you, ladies, so much. Wow. That's about all I can say.
Yeah, she's hireable.
And wow, in a really good way, so I'm just getting sorry. I already gave the answer away, but I'm going to ask you, if you were an employer and this lady walked in for a job, what would you say? I would say that too. Now, and she's fierce. She's fiercely dressed.
Well, you can see the confidence.
You can certainly. And you know, we often recommend when you go into an interview and when you go to Expo, instead of that backpack, carry an accessory, which is a portfolio. Because you can keep your resume, you can keep your pen, you can keep your business card, you can keep everything in that little portfolio. So when you walk up to introduce yourself to an employer, you are ready to go because you've got it all. And you look good. She's got the pearls. Do you mind if I move your hair back? She's got some pearls. So she has just a touch of jewelry. Very nice white professional blouse and a very nicely fitted outfit. And I was teasing her earlier. She's got pantyhose on, but you can hardly tell that she has them on. No female ever should walk into Expo or should walk into an interview with bare legs. I don't care if you are interviewing with Google. You've got to cover your legs.
Does Google interview on campus?
No, but I've just been using that as an example because they're fun. And she has the really great shoes.
Very professional, and again, when you dress professional, you're going to feel confident, and that's going to show to potential employer.
Yes, it will. So thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much.
See, anybody could be bad to you. You need a good guy to blow your mind.
Okay, so I'm going to say wow in a totally different way than how I said it before.
Well, let's first find out from the audience, what do you guys think? Red or green? You guys are getting booed by your own peeps.
This section doesn't count. Just kidding, guys. I know what you're greeting to here. So, okay, now many times I've stood back in Expo, I've watched the short skirts, the see-through, the lace, the tight guy pants, the see-through blouse. We've seen it. We've seen it at Expo. We see it every year. Every year. These outfits are appropriate to go out with your friends. The beautiful dress that Vishra has on, that's a date dress. If I've ever seen one, that is a date dress.
But not an interview dress.
But not an interview dress, not a shake hands and look an employer in the eye and say, I want a job or I want an internship. Okay?
Now, if I saw someone in any of this, dressed like any of this, I'd figure they're not serious. Maybe they're a freshman, sophomore, and they just don't know the protocol, and I wouldn't even consider them.
That, and that's true, and I know this is tough. This is a tough message for you all to hear, especially our young ladies. Because the trend is tight-fitting, lace, peekaboo. That's what you see. Who's peekabooing up here?
I don't even know what that means, but I don't want to go there.
All we can say is no. So just real quick, just going to point out, this is a lovely dress. It is a very lovely dress. The shoes are strappy shoes. Please do not wear strappy shoes to meet with industry. Please do not wear strappy shoes to an interview. Please do not wear strappy shoes to Expo. Thank you. Okay. Second, again, a lovely dress, and I actually love her shoes because they're neutral. With the right suit, those shoes would kick butt.
Now, she does have pantyhose on, so
She does.
points for that.
She does. Yes. And as beautiful as this dress is, even if she had a conservative jacket over it, the lace just is not appropriate for industry, for Expo, for an interview. And then Dennison, as much as we love his mint-colored jeans, we have seen some folks who like to stroll through Expo looking super trendy, even with the bow tie. Please don't. And finally, Michelle is so brave. She was, Neil, I'm just going to kill you because I'm going to make you point out what is so inappropriate about
Well, I
this.
mean, it's a pretty short skirt. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
He's a married man!
I want to stay married.
He's a married man over there.
Hey, and those heels are far too high for anything business.
Yes, far too high. Cute shoes, but not for an interview.
The hair probably doesn't go. The blouse doesn't go. Button up, undershirt.
Too much jewelry, too much makeup. And ladies, if you are to wear a sheer blouse, say under a suit jacket, it could be sweltering hot, and you do not take that jacket off.
Why
Ever.
is that?
Because, all right, thanks Neil, the married man over there. Thank you very much. Thank you. So Neil, this is one of my favorite categories, and this is our business casual category. So let me ask, how many first year or sophomores are in here? Just by show of greens. Show of greens, okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. On our campus, we encourage our first year students and sometimes our sophomores that if they're not ready to look for internships, if they're not ready to look for jobs, but they want to meet face to face with industry, which we encourage them to dress business casual. And you will often be invited to events across campus where you're going to be told, dress business casual. And some of you are like, what the heck is business casual? So, Neil, tell us.
Business casual is typically slacks that are ironed and a polo, which looks like everyone has here. And accessories, start with the gentleman in the middle. You He's got an iron polo. Could be iron better, but there is an iron.
To his credit, I think he was standing around for a couple hours.
Gotcha. He has a nice watch, belt, looks like a belt buckle, centered, black shoes, black pants, and that's just a comfortable outfit. He should feel confident in that and able to mix and mingle and introduce himself appropriately.
Right, and I tease Juan a lot because he always looks so dapper, even when he's business casual. So I wanted him to really show he wears this kind of outfit virtually every month when he interfaces with industry, with the aviation industry, at his Alpha Ace meetings. So he just always looks so good, gosh darn it. And so Lucas actually is demonstrating the perfect first year / freshman outfit, just like Neil was pointing out, that polo and slacks and hard-soled shoes. You notice he doesn't have sneakers on, doesn't have boots on. He has nice business shoes. And then we have Josua on the end. And she's got a school shirt. Is that from the Seesaw? Yes, very good. And so if you're part of a club, you're representing a club, this is a very appropriate thing to wear to a business casual event, especially if you're representing your club there. So I want to thank the three of you. You guys did an outstanding job representing.
And I have two more quick things. I want to compliment her on having the name badge on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
So when you're going to shake hands, you typically go with your right hand. And so the person that's shaking your hand can then easily see your name badge if it's on your right side. Then also, gentlemen, just like when you're taking off on a plane, there are protocols. And one of the protocols you should never forget is before leaving the house, check your zipper.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Very good. Thank you all so much. So this is our professional female category. You saw Brenda in one outfit. But there's so many different styles and versions out there of things that you can do, and so here's two.
Well, and right away I noticed the hair is well done. It's not scraggly, for lack of a better word.
Yes, now they both happen to be in black, but what I really like about this now, this skirt is a little bit shorter, but she did the right thing by having the dark hose. She has a dark hose. She has reasonable shoes on. They're not too high. They're nice and polished. Her suit jacket is very nice. She's got a little pop of color in her blouse, and then she has a very appropriate piece of jewelry. And nothing dangling from her wrist. And you can see a little ruff here on her sleeve. That's kind of a nice little delicate feminine feature, which is kind of nice to add. So this would be an appropriate outfit. Now the only thing that I might question is the slit on the front. Typically most female suits has a slit in the back, which is just for ease of sitting. And now, this outfit here, now, poor thing, she had to get like a matching sling, but you know, life happens, and if she were interviewing with a company today, she could walk right in, and I don't think that they would be too distracted by that. So she's doing everything right. She's got the great outfit, the perfect shoes, again, no bare legs, no crazy jewelry, and, excuse me, so I'm going to touch you, so hang on. She has a really interesting pattern blouse, which is perfectly okay as part of the outfit. So I'm going to ask the audience, if you were an employer and either one of these ladies came in to interview with you, how would you feel about it?
A lot of green.
A lot of green. Thank you. You guys got it. That's awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Now, Mary, you don't actually see people in a flight suit at Expo, do you?
Every single year.
And do they shower in the morning, or?
I don't know. Now, surprisingly, every outfit you see up here, we have seen. So someone in this audience
Even the sandals?
Even the flip-flops. We have seen. Okay, so, no kidding. We actually had an alum who should have known better show up at an expo, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and got very upset because he was turned away. So I just want to ask you all, if you're sitting at that front desk, you're volunteering at the front, and anyone comes in like this, would it be a red light or green light for you? Now we get it.
It's a red light.
Dude, red light. Now, and you all may be wondering this because this lovely lady in the center, you're probably thinking, hey, she's dressed okay. So if you don't mind, I'm going to have you take 2 steps out and turn around for us. As beautiful as this cardigan is, we do. Come on. Oh, thank you for that. No, okay. We do see our lovely ladies who come in and they look so great from the front because they have this cardigan and they have the skirt, and then they walk past us and then they have the lace cut out in the back with some weird color camisole or maybe no camisole, and we have to like tap them on the shoulder and whisper in their ear, that's not appropriate.
Now, Mary, what do I do if I'm a student and I want to get some advice on if I'm wearing the right thing before Expo?
Oh gosh, that is such an easy breezy. Can anybody tell me what you should do? Okay, you can call mom. You can talk to mom, right? Google, okay, that's right. You can Google, what's appropriate to wear to meet a potential employer. But your other option is you come to career services. You have 3 of the most awesome people, and yes, I count myself in that category. You have 3 awesome people that are there to help you, and we will pick you apart, and we will do it with love. Okay? Because we want you to be as awesome as we know that you are. Right, Andy? Yes. Sorry, he's in the front. He's in the front so I can pick on him a little bit. Okay, so, flight suit, no. The lace cardigan, no. And nothing too tight below the waist, ladies, whether it is skirt or pants. Please, no. And oh my God, I don't even want to say that. Thank you for all of that.
Well, my first impression is they're all looking pretty sharp.
That they are, but this is a different category. This is a very different category.
What category is it, Mary?
Did you know how excited I got so excited because this is not what to wear to an interview category. However, you can wear to the office.
So it's what we call an office look?
Yes. No, wasn't that good? Office look, yes. These are office looks. Now, it's going to depend on your office. Because I know that I've worked in an office that if my skirt was above my knee, I got pulled aside and got a talking to. Other offices, like for example around our campus, sometimes it's a little more lenient. We have staff who wear flip-flops, for God's sake. Exactly. Okay. So, I just want to point out, Nicole here is dressed in a really nice office look. She's got a really nice knit top that's got some color. She's got the basic black pants and really nice, comfortable, professional shoes. She could wear that on this campus and she could run from one end to the other comfortably all day long and still look good if an employer walked in the door. And now we have Vishra, which I'm going to say, I love this suit. I do love this suit. But there's a reason that I would not recommend that she interview in it or to meet industry in it on a professional level, only because of the way that it's cut. Now, women's suits come in different cuts. You saw Dawn Grow up here earlier. She had a pair of khaki trousers. I have a suit on where my suit is more of a trouser cut. That's what we recommend for interviews and for expo. This is cute, but I would not recommend it for that. For office, and she wanted to wear her cool shoes. I would recommend flatter ones, but these are cute. If you're comfortable running around in those, then you go for it in the office. That's for sure. And now we have Marlo over here, and you know Marlo's just gorgeous because she's tall and got super long legs, like forever. And now some might, sorry Marlo, didn't mean to embarrass you. Some might be concerned about something, and poor Neil, he's just getting all this tonight. So
Thanks, Mary. But I will say maybe the top button could be buttoned.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe an undershirt.
Yes, that's one. And then I would be a little concerned about the length, but some offices that's perfectly fine if she did the right thing because she's got the nice dark hose. Okay? Appropriate shoes, very appropriate for the office. And I think these ladies really, overall, what do you guys say? Working for office, green light, red light. Pretty overwhelming green light. Yep. Thank you so much, ladies. Appreciate it. So you're the employer. What do you think? Interview, job.
I better see green.
Oh yeah, I better see lots of green out there. Yes. We are wrapping up this part of our fashion show, and hang on, because we've got some other drawings coming, but these are our two final gentlemen. And Neil, I'm going to start with you. What do you think?
Well, great suit. It's a great neutral color. It's a nice navy. It matches his blue shirt, conservative shirt. He has a little more flavor in his tie, which is all right to have. Black shoes, black belt. Looks like it fits him. It's not too big, not too small.
Yes, and it's not too trendy. I mean, it's not too tight-fitting. So, where some of the suits that, because you may not recognize him, but he actually was out in the party looks, Dennison. So he did a quick change back there because he could show you that you can go from one look and go to a professional look relatively quickly and very, very polished. I would be thrilled to have him walk in and interview with an aviation company dressed the way he is today.
Definitely.
Yes, and so now we have Eli over here. Now he's got a different look going on, so pardon me, Eli, I'm going to open up your jacket. He's got the whole vest and suit look happening.
Three-piece suit.
Yes, it takes a guy to be real confident to wear all those layers, so that's so awesome. And he's got the appropriate shoes. His tie is tucked into his vest. And he's got the white shirt, nice hair, not hanging in his face, very nice. So I think this is a go.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. All right, thank you, gentlemen. We are concluding this event, but we're going to do it with a drawing. So did everybody how did they do it, by tickets? Tickets, okay, did everybody get their ticket? I want to see green lights if you got your ticket. Yes, okay. Now, behind the scenes for this fashion show, now Neil and I were out front, but all the work happens back there by these two wonderful ladies right here. We have Judy Segner, Career Services of the Arts and Sciences and the CSI College. And then we have Miss Melissa Mena with the College of Engineering. So you need some help with what to wear or what not to wear. This is your team right here. We're here for you all. So let's do a drawing. What are we going to draw? Oh. Okay. So we're giving a bag away for the women. So here we go. Emily Ross, are you here? Want to see green light? Green light, Emily. There she is. Come on up. Come up. Come up. Awesome, Emily. Thank you. Now for the men. Here you go. Evan, see green light? Very. Oh, he doesn't. Oh, very good. Thanks, Evan. Okay. So now we're going to combine the tickets. And can we have Neil draw the winner, please? So this is for the makeover. So here we go.
think that's Garrett.
Garrett?
Come on, Garrett. Here we go.
Woo! Garrett! So Garrett, come on front and center here.
He is not ready for Expo.
He is not ready for Expo, but you know when we get done with you, you will be. And you're gonna be you're gonna rock it.
Be sure to get before and after pictures.
I think we do. Okay, go. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so don't forget all. In just a minute, we are going to have all the models come out for one last round of applause. Please cheer them on, because it takes a lot of guts to be up here. Just a reminder to sign Michael O'Hara's picture so we can send those off to him. And when this all gets done, stand up and dance with us, because I tell you, having a great career is a huge celebration. Do you love what you do?
I sure do.
He works for the Prescott Chamber of Commerce.
I do. I get to meet people and get to do things like this, so
Yeah.
life is good.
That's right, and I love what I do. We want you to love what you do and be able to work at the company you want. So, are we ready for those models to come out? Let's do it!